My brothers and sisters, welcome to my daily diary where I tell you what I did each day. I think it's very important for leaders to do this. We celebrate what we do because we love doing it. We thank you for helping us doing it. And we are accountable to you and to the Lord. What did I do from Tuesday, May 12th through Friday, May 15th of 2026? Well, on Tuesday the 12th, I started out here in the office, actually here in the studio early in the morning doing some pre-taping. And then at 8 a.m. I had a call in regard to arranging my health insurance, personal health insurance updating, and had the staff briefing, interacted with them, got them ready for the day. And then mid-morning around 10:15, I drove over to Merritt Island to Janet's office where we met with one of our staff who then drove us to the Orlando airport. Now on the way there, I had, once I got there, had a phone call with the Abortion Recovery Coalition. It's a monthly call with other ministries that do, as we do, work for healing people after abortion. So that was an hour-long call, after which Janet and I had some conversations, did some work there in the terminal as we awaited the boarding of our flight, which then took us in the course of the afternoon to Dulles Airport in Washington, D.C., did some various planning work, good productive working time on the plane. And then once we got to Dulles, we went over to a hotel where we were going to be staying for some conservative leadership meetings over the next 3 days. We got there to the hotel, we checked in with our staff, we did a little bit of office work there, and then I headed over to another nearby hotel for the Stand dinner, awards dinner by Bishop E.W. Jackson, who had invited me, and I was an honored guest at this meeting. Richard Viguerie was honored together with various other leaders, interacted with a lot of friends in the pro-life movement, Marjorie Dannenfelser and others. It was a great evening, a great dinner, and really made some great connections with a lot of people. Went back over to the other hotel where we were having the leadership meeting. And the next morning, Wednesday, May 13th, after doing some early work at my desk, and by about 7:30, registration was open. And I went down, I had an early breakfast, and I had started interacting with the leaders who were registering for a leadership summit meeting, which then started at 8:30 and lasted until 3 p.m. In the course of those meetings, Janet and I were interacting with many different leaders, some members of Congress. Jim Jordan was there. Speaker of the House, Mike Jordan, addressed us. We were able to ask him some questions. And as well as other conservative leaders, we were all updating one another about the state of affairs and what we need to do next to advance conservative policies in the United States. Once that was finished, Janet and I had some other business meetings to conduct, connected with staff once again, and just used those late afternoon hours to get more done. The next day began another conservative, in the same place, another conservative meeting that lasted all day that day, Thursday, and all day the next day, Friday. So a lot of networking with other leaders, listening to talks and updates. Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, was again with us. And I did one of the, let me not jump ahead to the next day, but on that day, just between the sessions and the networking and meetings with leaders, checking in, of course, with staff, an email. Oh, let me tell you about, I don't have here the email topics that I dealt with that day, but I can tell you it was relating to planning for upcoming trips, approval of various emails going out, newsletters, a lot of the things you always hear me say about, what was I dealing with the staff, communication with other pro-life leaders, working on various projects that we have, different balls in the air. You always have to make a little bit of progress each day on all of those things. And checking in with our communications director, our social media director, our website department, our data and technology team. Those were the topics of the emails, although the time was not mostly on the computer. It was mostly, again, with the interaction with these leaders. Same thing on Friday the 15th. The day started with a special breakfast in which the conservative leaders give member updates, and so I gave the update for Priests for Life to the whole group about some of the projects we're doing, especially about our pro-life vote, new C4 organization, which many of them there were particularly interested in because these are a lot of politically active people. So I gave the member report. I helped Janet check out midday because she had a flight to California while I stayed for the rest of the meeting. In the late afternoon, I did have to connect with my staff for a broadcast scheduling meeting, looking ahead to the following week. I also had some meetings with our database and website departments, and planning of some interviews with some leaders coming up as well. So I did some of that work and then went back to the meetings with the leaders, including the concluding gala in the evening, and that lasted until pretty late Friday night. And that concluded what I did on May 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th of 2026. Hope your days are fruitful. God bless you for watching, and God bless you for supporting our work here at Priests for Life.
Hi everyone, I'm Father Donald Calloway, and I want to really encourage you to find out about Priest for Life. You know, I'm a convert to Catholicism. Many people know my story of being a really bad guy in my youth and causing a lot of problems and living for things of the world. But then God came into my life and got me with the divine 2x4, I call it, with the truth. And one of those aspects was the sanctity of human life. And I have to say that when I had my conversion, received my call, and went into seminary, there was one person in particular that I looked to, and still to this day, still look to him for guidance, because he's such an authority, he speaks with such conviction and love, and that is Father Frank Pavone. Was so inspired by him in my days in seminary, went to some of his talks, especially in the March for Life in Washington, D.C., where I lived for about 6 years. And now as a priest, this is a true brother for me, a man who is truly a prophet in many ways in our times, right there on the cutting edge of this cause for life. And you know, there really is no greater cause, because if we're not defending babies, what are we doing? This is human life. This is God's gift to humanity, the life of a child. And so I cannot encourage you enough to find out about Priests for Life, get involved, support them by your prayers financially, and pray for Father Pavone. He's in the crosshairs, of course, because of what he's doing. The devil is not going to be happy about what he's doing. And I pray for my brother. And he is a good man, and he is doing great work. And so, my friends, please, please, please support this wonderful organization, because we need to champion human life. God bless you all.
Follow him, Frank Pavone, Fr. Frank Pavone. He is the National Director of Priests for Life. Please go to priestsforlife.org.
Frank Pavone. Frank, thank you very much.
you.